What's up, everybody? It's Brenton P here, and I'm bringing you some Little Cup battles. Hopping into the first match, we've got Ducklet versus Sandshrew. Pretty tough matchup. Sandshrew is kind of a core breaker for the team, except for Why Not, which shreds the Sandshrew, but it's hard to get the alignment there. I'm going to go for the Night Slash here. I'm going to shield first. I typically always shield. They get the attack boost. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird, hoping they don't shield. And they do shield. So I'm going to just quick swap into Why Not. Get some counters off. Got 2 off there. Does some solid damage. I'm going to shield the next Night Slash again. And they bring out a Vullaby, which is not good for me. The Vullaby knows Foul Play, and Why Not is Psychic, so this is going to be a super effective. Does probably a little bit more than maybe a third of my HP, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to go for the Mirror Coat just for some extra chip damage. Going to just keep countering down. Let's see, get off another Mirror Coat. This isn't going to do much damage either, but I'm going to try to get as much damage as I can. See if I can get another one. All right, they throw, which is good for me, so they don't farm that all the way down. I'm not sure if they would have been able to because I would have gotten to the Mirror Coat. I'm going to throw in Ducklet. Ducklet's going to farm all the way down. Going to tank this Foul Play. Let's see how much it does. Foul Play, does more than a third of my HP. I'm going to go for the Bubble Beam on the Sandshrew. Probably could have gone for the Brave Bird, but I panicked a little bit. Now I'm going to throw in the Bronzor. Just go for the tackle down. Let's see. They're going to go for the Night Slash, which is going to be super effective. It's going to do a good chunk, but that Bubble Beam really, really helps. I'm going to go for the Heavy Slam as soon as I get there, but they're going to throw another Night Slash here. Doing a good chunk. I'm going to go overfarm a little bit, go for the Heavy Slam. This is going to it's going to knock out the Sandshrew. They're going to go for a Dino. Okay, this is going to get really tricky. I'm going to go for the Heavy Slam as soon as I get it. The Dino knows Crunch, which is going to do a hefty chunk of damage. So what I'm kind of trying to... they're going to go for the Crunch here. I'm going to try to swap in the Ducklet, I think. If I can. Maybe try to catch the Crunch. Dual swap, simultaneous swap into the Vullaby. I'm going to counter down, tackle down, get the farm down, go for the Heavy Slam at the last second. And can I get the KO? Oh, 2 more tackles. All right, and we get the win. Well, that was close. I had just a sliver of HP there on my Bronzor left. I didn't see any Dragon Breaths, so maybe the opponent gave up or lagged or something, but next match, we got a Ducklet and a Jangmo-O with that Dragon Tail doing some big damage. They're going to throw first. It's going to be the Dragon Claw. I'm probably going to go for the Bubble Beam here. Try to reduce its attack so that Dragon Tails aren't doing as much damage as usual, so I can get some more damage off on good timing here. Another Bubble Beam. Now it's almost dead. I'm going to quick swap into the Bronzor to catch the Dragon Claw. It's going to do no damage now. Absolutely nothing. They're going to go into their own Bronzor. This is going to be a tackle off, like football. This is the most boring matchup ever. It's just going to be payback after payback after payback, just to see whose Bronzor is better. And I think in this matchup, their Bronzor is a little bit better than mine, because I reached yellow first, and I even had a head start, I believe. I'm going to go for the payback. They had a no. All right, they're going to shield. They're going to throw theirs. I'm going to shield mine. And we're just going to keep tackling down. Probably going to try to catch. Go for the Ducklet. Going to Bubble Beam real quick. Reduce that payback damage. Bronzor's going to have to throw a payback here if he wants to kill my Ducklet. Or he swaps into the Jangmo-O. I get to farm down with just a sliver of HP. And their Ducklet snipes me. Alright, and I'm going to probably go into the why not and get some counter damage, some mirror coat damage. The mirror coat actually does a good chunk of damage on the ducklet. The why not has 15 attack, so very, very attack weighted. Gonna go for the mirror coat. Lose the CMP tie. 2 bubble beams. Now I'm stuck. I was trying to switch there, but I already tapped the move, so I'm gonna switch back into my Bronzor. Go for a payback. Since my why not was double debuffed, this is gonna do more damage. It seems like a better play. They shield, and they're gonna throw. I'm not sure. Bubble beam does no damage. I'm gonna get to the heavy slam and get the KO here. What was the guy thinking? He could have thrown a bubble beam. He definitely choked that one. Throws on his Bronzor. I'm gonna throw in my why not. I have way more health than him. He's got a payback. This is gonna do a lot of damage. Probably about a third, maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna go for the counter down in the mirror coat. The clock timer is almost up, but this mirror coat is gonna KO here. And I'm gonna get the win. Let's go. Just with a little health left on my why not, and I get the win. That's number 1 in the set. Alright, into the next match, we got Ducklet versus Sandshrew again. This time is Shadow. Shadow's a little bit scarier. They always go for the Night Slashes, so I use my Ducklet typically to deal with these Sandshrews. I usually go for the baits on the Shadows because they're typically a little bit more afraid of the Brave Bird. Here I go for the Bubble Beam. Shielded that Night Slash. I'm going to quick swap into the why not, get some damage off. Got 2 counters through. They're probably going to swap right after this. I'm going to no shield the Night Slash because it was debuffed. They're going to go into a Cottony, which is not that bad. I'm going to go for the Mirror Coat. Bad timing. Let them get a whole charm through, but they shield the Mirror Coat. I'm going to go for the next Mirror Coat. Good timing. This isn't that bad for why not, because why not is tanky. It's not XL though, which it could be if it had better IVs. They're just going to charm me all the way down. I'm going to go into the Bronzor for sure. Just tank whatever charge moves they've got. It's going to be a Seed Bomb first. And then another one. I believe this is a Grass Knot, which does a little bit more damage. And I'm going to go for the Tackle Down. A quick swap into the Sandshrew. Snipe it. They bring back the Cottony. I'm going to get the farm down. And I'm just going to spam these bubble beams on this Bronzor. It's got Confusion too. Tackle is typically the better move for Bronzor, especially in the mirror match. I'm going to get another bubble beam. Probably going to get to a third too if I can. That's 2. Let's go 3. All right, 3 bubble beams. Now this is going to basically secure the game because the Bronzor has nowhere to go and it's triple debuffed. My Bronzor has more health. They get a good farm down, but we both got shields. And I have the better fast move. So I'm probably going to just no shield this. It does way less damage than it typically would. They're going to throw another one. I'm probably going to shield, yep. They throw the payback. I'm out of payback. I'm just going to keep tackling down. Kind of threw in bad timing there, but it is what it is. I know I've got this game in the bag. That's just a lot of damage there. They didn't even shield because they know this is over. All right, that's it. Game number 2, that's a W for us. Well played to the opponent. Game number 3, Ducklet into Ducklet. Got the mirror match. This is always a little bit scary. You never know who's going to go for the Brave Bird or the Bubble Beam. If you shield a Bubble Beam against the Ducklet, it's really tough to come back from. I shield the Brave Bird, which is perfect. I'm going to keep getting some wing attack damage in because they're staying in. So the wing attack damage is doing a lot. I'm going to go for the Bubble Beam bait. Go for another Bubble Beam. They're definitely going to have to swap out now. or I'm going to farm them down. They're going to go for the Brave Bird again. It doesn't KO, and I get the KO. So I win switch here. I go into the Why Not. They bring in a Dino. Hello? That is not the right switch in for a Why Not. Why Not uses counter as its fast move, and Dino is dark, so this is going to be super effective damage. I'm going to shield the crunch. I'm going to get the counter all the way down. And I'm just going to throw these mirror coats back at the Shadow Vulpix, and this is going to be game over. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Almost half health. This Shadow Vulpix has no chance now. They're going to shield. Even though they'd had 2 shields to begin with, this Weather Ball is probably not going to KO. It's definitely not going to KO. Why not? As tanky as all get out. Alright, they're going to throw a body slam here. I'm going to let that go down. Bronzor's got the win. And that's number 3. Game number 3 is a W for us. Game number 4, sorry. Let's go. Why not into Ducklet? This is going to be a tricky matchup. I'm going to go for the Bubble Beam bait. This is going to be kind of tricky because Why Not is so bulky, and I don't want to swap in my Bronzor because in case they have a solid counter to it. So I'm going to stay in with my Ducklet, just debuff it as much as I can. Eventually the wing attacks and the bubble beams are going to do some solid damage, and I want to get rid of that mirror coat damage because it does quite a lot still. They're going to go off, get another mirror coat off on me. I'm probably going to go for the Brave Bird this time. Yep, Brave Bird. Let's see how much damage this does, or if they shield. And they shield. Wow, good guess there. I'm going to go for the second Brave Bird. I win CMP. This Brave Bird is going to do, almost knocks it out. Wow, that was so close. Almost knocks out the Why Not. They use a mirror coat. They knocked me out. I'm going to bring in probably my Why Not too. Show them I got the shiny. My Why Not is better because it's shiny. They bring in the Bronzor with Confusion, which is not great for them because they've got Confusion. That's resisted by me. My counter damage is at least neutral, and it's a fast, quick move, so I'm going to get to charge moves pretty quick. I'm going to throw my Mirror Coat, which is triple resisted, I think. I'm going to shield this Payback. Their Payback does a lot of damage against Why Not. I'm going to bring in my Bronzor. They're bringing a Seal, which is a terrible matchup for Bronzor. Heavy Slam is resisted. Payback is a lot more energy. They're going to go for the Icy Wind here. I'm going to let it go through. Just go for the Payback. This is going to do a little bit of damage. Yeah, probably like a fifth. But the lick damage is really tearing through me, as you can see. I'm going to go for another Icy Wind. I'm probably going to look to swap out as soon as I can. But my timer's still got a ways to go, so I'm going to go for a Payback here. Even though it's double debuffed, I got to delay the timer as much as I can. Go for the swap. Snipe with the Mirror Coat. Let's see if it KOs. And it does. They don't even shield. The Bronzor, they bring in the Bronzor. It's got Confusion. They're going to throw the Payback. I'm probably going to shield. All right. Just going to Confusion more. I'm going to counter more. Throw in good timing. Going to throw that Mirror Coat. This Mirror Coat does nothing. Their Bronzor is really bulky. Let's see. This Payback is going to do a lot. Yeah, probably like a third. And the timer is going up. Is coming up. It's almost over. And I've got 2 Pokemon. He's got 1. Let's see what happens. I'm going to switch. And the time's up. And we win the game. Let's go. So that was a 5-0 set with my Ducklet, Why Not, and Bronzor team. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.